Nick Viall had a lot to say about Chelley, Olandria, and Huda on the most recent episode of his podcast. And a lot of it just isn't sitting right with me. Before I get into the details, my name is RiRi. I report on celebrity and pop culture news, and you can follow me for more videos like this. Now let's get into it. I haven't even finished watching the most recent episode of the Viall Files, but I had to pause to make this video. So Nick had Dana and Katie from Vanderpump Rules on the show. They're talking about Love Island USA, and Nick mentions how even though Huda is so controversial, he really appreciates how authentic she is. Like we saw how she acted in stressful situations, we saw her crash out, and she wasn't putting on a show. She was just being herself.
Say what you want about Huda. Maybe we have notes. Maybe there's things that we would have said, oh, I would have done that differently. Maybe, I don't know. But I think we all very much believe that what we saw from Huda is who Huda is.
And I agree. I think Huda was being herself and very authentic. She wasn't acting or putting on a show. But in the same breath, he says that he wishes other cast members were more authentically themselves. And they start talking about Chelley and Olandria in the episode.
Chelley and Olandria were very, Olandria's just got that beautiful face, the posture. She's just very put together, but you're just you saw her kind of crack one time. You're like, there she is. And I'm not saying that's the person that she is, but I'm just I wish people would just kind of just not be so concerned about.
They mentioned Olandria showing her anger at one point in the episode, and they said, there she is. I just think it's weird that they are referring to her one angry moment as her there she is, that's her entire personality. Everything else that she's shown throughout the show, her emotional maturity, her poise, is her putting on an act. Why are you so bothered that Chelley and Olandria are able to show emotional maturity throughout most of the season?
Chelley played it more close to the vest. She was more reserved. I get it. But it's we don't really know. We love everything we see about Chelley.
Right.
But we don't really, with Huda, we've seen the good and the bad.
Not everyone is going to have a major crash out and meltdown the second that things don't go their way. Also, the second that Chelley and Olandria showed the slightest bit of irritation in the show, they were dragged through the mud for it. The second that they showed the slightest bit of emotion, they started getting mean girl allegations. So which one is it? Are they mean girls, or are they being fake and not showing their true personalities? And it's funny because in the same episode of the Viall Files, they're calling Iris a chill, cool, laid-back girl. I never saw her crash out. She was also very preserved, but Nick had nothing to say about Iris not showing her true colors. All I'm gonna say is if Nick tries to get Chelley and Olandria on the Viall Files, I'm gonna be pissed. Stay away from them. Let me know your thoughts and follow me for more.